Hello everybody. I am coming to you from my Airbnb I rented for my week away to plan and vision for my life for the year. And we've already talked about this in past videos. If you haven't watched those, go check out monthly resolutions. But my monthly resolution for the month of January is to really get into an evening routine that feels awesome to me and to do the same thing every single evening. I've had a morning routine that feels nourishing and exciting and intuitive for a long time. It is like a no-brainer for me. I wake up, I do what I need to do every morning. My evening routine is a little bit less predictable and a little bit less consistent, and I would say less nourishing as well. Like I haven't been very intentional about my evenings. And so what I wanted to do with you today is to design my evening routine with you and like talk about the process I'm using to figure it out and decide what I want to do. I'm actually going to use the 7 dimensions of wellness. This is something that I've recently kind of discovered, and it's this basically the idea that you're covering kind of all 7 of these bases, then you are covering all areas of wellness, right, that matter. I have traditionally used what I call the quadrants, which is heart, mind, body, soul. This kind of covers those, but is much more specific. And so I'm gonna try doing my evening routine with this. So the first dimension of wellness is physical. So obviously like physical well-being. So when I think about what in my evening routine can I do to contribute to my physical wellness, I think that that includes for me right now getting a good sleep, and that means like being off my gadgets a little earlier, getting good sleep, and working out or sweating in some form, moving my body in some form, some days harder than others. So I will add in workout, and I'm gonna do like hot tea at night. Okay, so then the next one is spiritual. So the next piece of this is spiritual. I'm not particularly spiritual, I would say, but I am very values driven. And so I want to think about like, what are my values and how am I giving back to the world, or, you know, living out of compassion, loving kindness, thinking about people other than myself and the greater good. So a spiritual practice that I could do at night could be, I think, like meditation or like a breath work. Breath work would also be kind of physical for me because I'm trying to build up my lung strength. So I'll do like meditation or breathing exercises at night. I also think spiritually, I want to take a shower or a bath every day as like a kind of like washing the day off and like cleansing the day off of me. Some days that'll be like because I took a workout and I just need it, but other days I think I just want to like feel like I have a fresh start. So I'm gonna add that in as well. Emotional, Obi and I do these like check-ins at night, and I wanna like maintain that because that is so helpful for me emotionally. Just feeling connected and supported. I also think for emotional, I have been learning so much about the negative impacts of being constantly plugged in. And it is my job to be plugged in, but I don't need to be constantly plugged in. And so I think another emotional aspect of this to like lower my stress levels is to put my phone away pretty early in the day. So like after work is over, tucking my phone away and not picking it back up. So I'll put my phone away. The next one, so we have physical, spiritual, emotional, then we have intellectual. Intellectual for me is easy, it's just reading before bed, a fiction book. Because I read nonfiction in the morning, fiction in the evening. So then we have vocational, it's next. For vocational, this one's easy. This is something I already do and I live by, and that is planning out my to-do list at the end of my workday. So the very first thing I'll do for my evening routine is really at the close of my workday, which is plan out tomorrow's to-do list. That way I can just trust that like, okay, tomorrow me has it taken care of, and I can turn that part of my brain off. And when I come into work the next day, I'm like, I know what I need to do. I don't have to think about it. So for vocational, planning out the next day. Then social, this is a fun one because, I mean, with COVID, with 2020, all of that has happened. I don't have a like social life. Really, I mean, like I have friends and stuff, but like I don't have like a social agenda. So it might be nice to add that into my life a little bit each evening. So maybe I'll like pick a friend to text every day. That would be so fun. I'll pick a friend to text at night before I put my phone away and spend unplugged time with Obi and our little after dinner. Okay, and then environmental. This is the last one. So environmental, honestly, we do a family cleanup time before dinner, and I think that, well, that's like enough. And then Obi does like all the evening. I do the morning kind of cleanup, like put the dishes away and get the day set up. Obi does the family shutdown, like washes all the dishes, closes the day out. So we've done the wellness, 7 dimensions of wellness. We know I want to work out and drink hot tea. I want to meditate or do breathing exercises, take a shower or bath. I want to do my marriage check-in. I want to put my phone away. I want to read before bed. I want to plan out the next day before I leave work. I want to pick a friend to text and spend unplugged time with Obi and Ford. And I want to continue our family cleanup time. So the way that I'm going to do this is I'm going to add timestamps to each of these things. So at what time of day I'm going to do them. So I'm going to do 4 p.m. is when I'm going to close out work. So that is when I will plan out the next day, and I'll go ahead and text a friend then because I'm gonna put my phone away when I get home. So that's perfect. Then at 4 p.m., it's like 4:30 p.m., I will also work out and take a shower. At 5:30, I will either, depending on whose night it is to cook, I will either cook or I will clean up with our little for the night. 6 p.m. we have dinner. Then from 6 to 8, I'll be with the family. So we'll just spend unplugged family time. Then 8 p.m., let's see what's left. So I've got workout included. I've taken a shower and a bath. I've put my phone away. I have planned out the next day. I've texted a friend and unplugged time with family, and I've cleaned up the house. So what we have left is the marriage check-in, which we do. Obi usually does songs with our little, and I don't always stay in there for that. I'll usually go in for like 5 minutes and just kind of hug and kiss and pet our little while he falls asleep. But I'm not in there for the whole time. They usually do songs for like 30 minutes. So while they're doing songs, I can do my meditation and breathing exercises. And then at 8:30, we can do our marriage check-in. And I'll probably make tea while I'm doing my meditation and breathing exercises and have like a warm cup of tea while I'm doing that. And then we'll do our marriage check-in at 8:30 p.m. Actually, I'm gonna make tea and do marriage check-in together because it's easier to do at the same time. So we're gonna do meditation, breathing exercises, then I'll have tea and our marriage check-in, and then all that's left is reading my book before bed. All right, so we have made our list. So here is what we're doing. 4 p.m. I will plan out the next day and I'll text a friend. 4:30 I will work out and take a shower. 5:30, if it's my night to cook, I will cook dinner. If it's not, I will clean up the house with our little. 6 p.m. we eat dinner. 7 p.m. we have unplugged family time. So we just read books, hang out together, maybe play a game. 8 p.m. we have meditation and breathing exercises. 8:30 we make tea and we have our marriage check-in. And then 9 p.m. I read my book before bed. And then we're done. So I'm gonna commit to doing that for the month of January, and then we'll reevaluate, see how it feels. If it's something that I feel like, oh, we'll keep doing this, and if it's something you're interested in, let me know if you wanna do like an evening routine video. I can definitely do that with you. Yeah, maybe you can follow along with the video, do this yourself. Let me know in the comments below if you do and what you come up with for your own evening routine, or maybe you can apply this to the morning if that works better for you. All right, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.